Peace, family. I was talking to one of my subscribers earlier, and I like the opportunity to exchange and expand on some of my thoughts on some of my videos. And they were talking about my video I did on affirmative action. And it was like, well, Jonathan, we don't need affirmative action because you're right. We need to build for ourselves, and we don't need to go to the colleges. And I say, well, I'm glad you listened, but I say you're right, and you it's yes or no. And what you mean? I say, well, first of all, it's yes. We do need to build for ourselves. We need to send all our students to our black universities where we can teach them our way of life, our way in which we want our children to do business, to conduct business, because when you talk about affirmative action affecting college, it's not just the education that you got to think of, it's the careers that come out of this college. That's doctors, lawyers, butchers, engineers, scientists. We need to have our own internal means to provide ourselves on these essential services. And so on that aspect, you are 100% correct. But if affirmative action help our people get into other universities outside of us, because these colleges cannot contain 100% of our population. No college system can. So it's going to be a point where you have to train some of our people in other universities and institutions. So if affirmative action help us get our students in there, then we need that. Not that we need it, but we need it because our taxes, we pay taxes in this country. And the taxes that we pay demand that we should get something in return for it. And that should be a quality education. So even if we can't get 100% of our black students into our universities, then because we pay taxes, that should allow us the opportunity for us to send our students elsewhere to get the same type of quality education. When you have an internal means to sustain your own way of existence, then that allows you to put pressure on the establishment. Because if we can teach our children at this certain level, then other universities that want our dollars, that want our participation, must meet that. And you see, and the thing is, we was talking about white people are going to hurt themselves more from this than anything, because there's more white people took advantage of this than blacks. But the thing is this: white people want what they want and don't even know they want it. When you think about white people, there isn't a year, a century, a week that everybody love white people. And for the white people that may watch this video, I want you to take a moment and think, when was it a time that everybody loved you? That when white people showed up, people were just rejoiced. They was glad to see you. They were sorry to see you leave. Take a moment, think about that, and come back to me in 1 second. Now, while they struggling trying to figure out when this took place, white people want what they want and don't even know that they want it. Even though they have everything that they already need, they still want what black people want. They're in charge of every institution in this country, but they still find themselves envious and jealous of blacks. Black people have a Black History Month. Now they want a White History Month. Black people have a black student union. Now white people want a white student union. Even though the whole system is theirs, they still want what other people want. These are jealous, envious people. And we need to come together as a people to not only do for ourselves, but make sure that we hold these people accountable so that we can get what we expect. Because like I said, we pay taxes into this system. We fight in their wars. We vote in their politics. We work in their industries, and we don't get fair return for our efforts. This has to stop. So, oh, and white people, anytime you come up with this particular time, feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love to see what year you come up with. It's time for us to start capitalizing on our disadvantage by holding these people accountable, making them give us fair exchange in return for our services, our taxes, our employment, whatever we do, militarily. We should not be doing anything, even though it goes against my founding principles and values of not entering an agreement with white people. We do need to have something on paper so that we know what we can expect in return for our participation. We should no longer vote, go to war, help these people in any way unless we know what we're going to get in return. It is not about black people being left or right. Our strength lies in the middle so that we could take political advantage no matter who's in office. When you have blacks in critical cities, especially swing states, we should hold our vote hostage until whatever side promises us the most return for our vote. And keep in mind, our vote does not guarantee victory. But in a lot of these states, you cannot win without the black vote. But either you win or lose, you still have to pay up. So like I said in the beginning of the video, we need to have an eternal means to sustain our way of life. We cannot continue to rely on white people to supply us with everything that we need. And we have to come together as a people because we are taxpayers, we are participants in this political, economic, social system that make up this country. It is time black people get a reasonable return for our economic, political, and social efforts.